What's up guys? I know you've absolutely been fanging for a tutorial, and today I'm gonna teach you this. Alright guys, all you need for this trick is two jokers, baby, conveniently located on the top of the deck, and all you need is a card selected at random. In this case it's going to be the Jack of Diamonds, and that card's going to be placed dead center of the pack. And the reason why the jokers are doing all the handling is because if I use my hands by themselves, you're going to accuse me of doing sneaky sleight of hand. But if the jokers do all the work, you can't accuse me of that. But watch closely as I shake the jokers over the top and one card materializes in between them. And with any luck, that card is the selected Jack of Diamonds. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this trick. I think it's something that you'll use on a regular day-to-day basis. But before we get stuck into the tutorial, I just want to tell you guys that today I went out with the mindset that I was going to be too busy to make like a vlog episode, right? So I was like, I'll just make a tutorial and then I'll post it and you guys will enjoy the hell out of that. But truthfully, I regret not filming more. So I'm going to start this video back at the beginning of the day and just know that I think I could have made something a lot more interesting than what you're getting today. But I guess this is part of the learning experience. So let's start back this morning. We complain about the sun, but this poor guy, it's just physical labor. Oh boy. That's why I love this city. There's so many interesting people. Three buskers are here. This is how it works. Everybody queues up their stuff and you get 1 hour on the spot. And there are 3 people lined up right now, which means if I want to queue up there, I would have to wait 3 hours before I get to do a show. Street performers have a silent government almost of how things operate. So as long as we all honor that, there's no chaos.
Ginger lemon.
They're giving away free drinks over there. Yuki can't say no to free stuff.
Yeah, free drink for me, not for you.
I could just go and get one.
Do you want to get it?
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Today's Saturday, which is the busiest day of any week for any street performer, which means I probably can't film a lot. But while I've got you here, look at this precarious setup I've got. You see my tripod's hooked onto the thing and it's precariously balancing on the strap, which gives me like a makeshift tripod. So that's all I filmed today, and thinking back, I'm like, that to me is interesting enough and I should have filmed more. But let's not waste any time. Let's dive straight into the tutorial. Alright, so to get started with the trick, you're just going to have the 2 jokers laid on the top of the deck, okay? Show that you've got 2 jokers, and then you're going to hold them in your right hand, okay? And you're going to spread them so that the bottom card is the furthest left. And then at this point, you can riffle with your thumb. So I'm holding it in a dealer's grip, so you can see my 3 fingers running along the edge here, pointer at the front, thumb here. I curl my pointer underneath, and this gives me something to riffle my thumb against. You see that? So now I can riffle the cards very easily. The reason why I hold the cards with the bottom card to the leftmost is so that when I riffle, I can insert these cards at any point, okay? And then you can see there's like a natural gap between those 2 spread cards. So all I do is I riffle, I put the cards in, then I riffle 1, 2, and then I put the second one in underneath those, okay? So right now, if I was to pinch close to the deck, I'm able to pull out a really nice double, okay? So this is actually a double right here. You see that? So all you do is you start off by saying you've got 2 jokers, make sure that the bottom one is spread to the leftmost. Say, you can tell your spectator to say stop wherever they want. Say stop right here, perfect. And then you get your double, just like I showed you. And as you drag it out, you're then going to turn it over and lay it onto the top of the deck. Now when you lay it down, this is actually kind of important, okay? So you're going to drag it out of the center of the deck. I dig my pinky in. So as it drags out, I come over, and then this double is going to be laid on top of the pinky. And this will make everything that I'm about to do so much easier. Okay, so once I lay it on top of here, I let go, so the double sat on top of the pinky, and I bring these back, I turn them over, so now they face up, and then I reinsert that double back in between the two jokers, which now allows me to turn the double face down and leave it on top of the deck. So once you get to this position here where you take the double, flip it over, you're then going to use your thumb to push a single card off, okay? It goes in between the two jokers, and then you're just going to put it using your thumb. Your deck is going to be sat in this sort of natural grip. You're going to use your thumb to push up a portion of the cards, and you're just going to place that single card into the center of the pack. So a quick recap so far. You're going to spread out, bottom card leftmost. You're going to riffle through until your spectator says stop, and then you put the topmost card in, count 1, 2, and then put the bottom one underneath. Peel out the double, turning it over. From here you're going to turn these face up, pick up the double again because you've now shown them what their card is. Turn everything over, use your thumb to push off the single into the sandwich again, and then just lift up a portion of the cards and place the indifferent card into the center. So now their selection is still on the top of the deck. From here, what I like to do is when the card goes into the center of the deck, I say the reason why. So I use this explanation. This gives me a justification to have a moment where I push this card across and I put my pinky back under there. Okay, so I'm getting a break under one card like this. Okay. And the way that I do that is once the card's placed in the center, I say, the reason why the jokers do all the handling is because if I use my hands by themselves, you're going to accuse me of tricky sleight of hand. Now I've got the break here, and this is through just chatting, right? So I get the break. I then place the topmost on top of the break, okay? And then I can place the bottom one directly underneath it, just like so. Pick them all up as one. Okay, so their selection is now currently underneath the topmost joker. So again, I'm just chatting. I get their break while I'm chatting. I then place their joker on top. It doesn't matter which one, I just put a joker on top, and that's going to be with a break, and I place the second joker underneath. Okay, so it goes underneath, I slide it all the way in, using my thumb to hold everything together, and then I can pick everything up as one. Alright, so it just looks like I'm holding two jokers. From here, now the grip that I'm using, it's nothing special. This is going to change from person to person, okay? So once you have the two here, the joker on top and their selection underneath with the break, you can put this card underneath and you'll find that you'll probably end up gripping it in different ways almost every time, right? But as long as you hold them so it looks like two jokers, you're going to be fine. From here you can say, I'm not going to do any sleight of hand, I'm just going to wave the jokers over the top, and all you're going to do is essentially just split the double that's sat on the top here. So you're just going to split the double, it looks like their card materializes, and then you can just reveal that that is their selected card, and that right there is a bona fide miracle. So there it is, guys, a nice little tutorial for you. I promised you guys that I will be doing tutorials still, but I think I'm going to make them a little bit more outdoors. You know, I prefer to teach out there on the street and doing my thing, and I just like vlogs.
Enchanté.